It was all wrong, but we fixed it. Much better vibes. Much better vibes. Very bad camera. Headroom is a thing. Headroom is a thing, Thunder. I don't know if you know that, but it's a thing. That's a joke. What's up? Hi. Hope you're well. It is a real Uke. The real Uke is back. He's streaming. Be streaming, you know? Hold on, wait. I gotta fix this. I've got hat hair, but I want you to see the coolness of the hat that I'm wearing. But I also gotta listen to these tunes. These cool tunes. But I also gotta be able to hear stuff around me. So that's what we're doing. All right. Come on, music. Music's like coming in and out. Pretty decent. Okay. Okay. Oh, we have to talk. There's so much to talk about. Y'all don't even know. There's so much to talk about. So many things happened. So many things happened. And I have some videos to show as well. At least one. Maybe just the one. Where's my other one? Did they? I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully. What's up, man? Wait a minute. Wait. Where did this... Hold on. Did that one not go up? I recorded a whole video. It's right there. Did that not go up? Upload. Uploading. It didn't upload. We'll see if the internet like freaks out again. It might. Who knows? Oh man, there's so much. There's so many games. There's so many games. Kenny, so many games. So many games, Kenny. Thunder. So many games got announced like an hour ago. Like what in the world? Or like 2 hours ago. You get my point. So many things. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We're gonna go to YouTube eventually. The Tiny Tina one's sick though. The Tiny Tina one was sick. They used freaking oh, what's the band? Oh, come on, what's the band? Gimme Chocolate. Hold on. Baby Metal. They used Baby Metal. They used Gimme Chocolate and Baby Metal. Like, are you kidding me? That enough has bought me in. Never mind the fact that it's gonna be like a real cool game. Ugh. I'm thrilled about it. I'm thrilled about it. Is this uploaded yet? Hey, can you upload? It's taking a second. It's fine. It looks sick though, right? I really like that they like showed off how it looks, like the gameplay, because I was a little worried they were gonna be like, yeah, it's Borderlands, but like magic and stuff. So yeah, exactly. It's DLC 4 is a full game. My favorite thing about it, Kenny, is that it legit. I've always maintained that I think the Siren is like one of the best characters in every Borderlands game, and they're usually the most fun. Well, not always the most fun, but usually one of the most fun. And it seems like they're just like, all right, cool. We're just gonna make every character have like Siren powers. Duh. Absolutely. I'm in on that. That sounds amazing. Oh, it looks so cool. It looks so cool. It just looks, I can't even begin to, I'm going to play so much of that game. I'm going to play so much of that game. But I'm just happy that it seems like the single player game is in fact not dead. I don't know if you knew this. Single player game, in fact, not actually dead. Pretty alive. There were a lot of just like super duper hardcore single player games that showed up, and I was like, yes, that's what we need. Just give me more of that. This is PlayStation's bread and butter. Of course, good. I'm happy. I'm happy about it. I was talking on Discord earlier, and somebody made a good point. That like this was basically an E3, like an amount of material for like an E3. And I was thinking about it, and they kind of countered me on this, but I still maintain I think it could be this was going to be their E3 presentation if they had gone, which they seem to not ever want to do anymore, which is fine, I guess. If they do stuff like this, I don't really care what they do, so long as they're just like, hey, by the way, cool stuff's coming out. Oh, you know how you like Spider-Man? Good news, more Spider-Man. Did you like the way that we interpreted your favorite character, Spider-Man, us being Insomniac Games? Good news, we're gonna do Wolverine also. So there's that. Oh, did you like God of War? Well, we're just gonna give you a lot more of that. Did you like Death? Do you think that Arcane Studios makes pretty cool games? Well, good news, Deathloop is coming out. It's gonna look amazing, or it looks amazing. Oh, by the way, do you like Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, cool. We're just gonna do a Guardians of the Galaxy game, and it's all single player. Here. Their Insomniac Games is making a Wolverine game. Let's get into that. Hold on. Watch this with me. It's not much. It's certainly not much, but it said Insomniac and it said Wolverine. I mean, oh yeah, and this one. Hold on. Hey, do you enjoy single player games? Do you enjoy like weird spooky games? You like spooky games? Check this out. Hey, do you like Suda 51? Are you a big fan of Killer 7? Enjoy.
Critical work. People always decry the
This game looks rad.
when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation.
It sure is.
The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice of transformation.
It's Yoshimitsu from Tekken. That's who it is.
A new age will dawn.
So, okay, look. This game looks amazing. It's first person ghost combat. Can we talk about that for a minute? First person ghost combat by Tango, who are the people who do Evil Within. I mean, so that's a winner. What else happened? I don't want to do the Call of Duty one or the God of War one. I don't want to do the Call of Duty one as well. But the God of War one is kind of, some people may not have played God of War yet, and it's a little spoilery. So we're gonna just what are we looking for? I had another one. Let's just look at Deathloop, because Deathloop looks amazing. Okay, look. Here's the deal. Anything, if you set anything in like the late 60s, early 70s, and you give it like the proper vibe, and you make the gameplay fun, and you make it from Arcane, like I'm in. Look at this. Tell me this game doesn't look amazing.
To the Eon program. Picture your perfect you. Your health, your enlightenment, your passion. Not just freedom.
Yeah, do you like cool powers? Cool powers.
We offer eternity.
Shut up.
Your esteemed visionaries believe the only thing missing from Black Reach is you.
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Free.
Do I like BioShock? I do like BioShock. Hence why I am very into this game. This game looks quite great. It's by the same people who did Dishonored, which had enough of a BioShock vibe for me to get into it, and then it's a stealth game, and I'm a super big stealth guy. So, yeah, I'm in. Yeah, in late 60s, right? Or 60s in games. Yeah, yes. Love BioShock.
Locked us all in one repeating day. Their eternity. An endless party that you can never leave.
It's so cool. You love stealth? Stealth games are like my favorite. It's a blessing and a curse. I have as many friends of mine call me like super stealth or super sleuth because I try and find every single tiny small thing. And in really good stealth games, like, Deus Ex, and which is not exclusively stealth, but you get my point. Deus Ex, your Dishonored's, Hitman, Splinter Cell, that kind of stuff. I scour those landscapes, which is it's really fun, but it takes forever. So it takes me a while, but I love stealth games.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable.
I played MGS4 in one single sitting, and I do not recommend it. But going for a ghost run is that's very impressive. I don't think I've ever done that.
A bunch of spaced out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs, whatever these guys are doing, all spewing Eon's bullshit. So how come I don't remember shit? This Party Island hangover is none my thing. My thing is answers. Who are these people? What do they want with me? And why is she always one step ahead?
I bet it is a pain.
Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together.
Like, look at this gameplay.
Somebody's sending me these messages from the future, the past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop work? Does anybody remember? Why is everyone wearing a mask? What do you do with notes anymore? Who am I?
Colt, I want you to remember. I want you to remember why you came here.
Is that? Damn, I look good. I've imagined myself a way out.
Also, there's asynchronous multiplayer. Look at that crap. That looks amazing.
Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
Y'all. This is not, it's not, look, hold on, pause. Not a stream game, okay? Not a stream game. Not going to stream that one. I'm going to have to take my daggone time in that bad boy. As I mentioned, I'm a sleuthy boy, finding everything. Everything. They got the windmill from Halo. They did have the windmill from Halo. Oh. Also, look at this. Look at this. Where's it at? This. Okay. Vampire the Masquerade is a really weird old RPG. It's like $5 on GOG. Hold on, how much is it right now? It's super cheap. Super duper cheap. Where are you at? Vampire the Mask. So it's $6 on GOG.com. And it's quite a good game. But oh, that's the art book. Just kidding. Anyway, it's a weird old RPG, like a pen and paper RPG, tabletop. And then they made it into a pretty decent RPG on computers. And I'm pretty sure this is a battle royale, but it looks fun. We'll see. Like, battle royale but fun is impossible. Just improbable. Pretty improbable. Like, I think it's a class-based VR. All I know is that it looks fun. All I know is that it looks actually fun. The problem that's going to happen, I'm sure, is it's going to have like a ton of weird microtransactions, and it's going to have a super toxic community after the first 6 months, because that's what happens with all those battle royale games. And if you think that yours isn't that way, it probably is. That's a joke. That's a big joke. What was another one I saw that I really liked? Obviously, there's God of War. I don't want to do the God of War. It's too cool. It's too cool, and I might spoil it for someone. Oh man, I had one more, and I can't remember what it was. This was the PlayStation Showcase. Oh, here's just all of them. There's just all of them. Boop, boop, boo. Okay, so we'll do the Spider-Man one. The Spider-Man one's pretty good. Spoilers. Spoilers for who's in it.
For as long as I can remember, I have looked for an equal. One who could push me. One who could surprise me. One who would even beat me. Yet all I found is disappointment. Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Pretty sure that's Craven. But this isn't. Bane.
Yes, we will.
Oh. If my man Jay was here, he'd be freaking out. He'd be freaking right out. All right, hold on. These are all the good ones. God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. Spider-Man 2. GT 7. It did sound kind of like Bane. Here we go. Everyone needs to play this game. This game rules.
It's coming for me. Whatever you do, don't go out in the dark. Stay in the light.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive.
Ooh.
Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less.
Alice? Alice? My wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wick.
Last night
My wife
I woke
Alice.
up to a nightmare. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it. With it, I could save myself.
It does.
I could save Alice.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
And then we already saw this one. What's next? Oh yeah, this is happening.
a lie. That is what the Sith
Like
believe.
what?
They promised power. Now they wield it. We face the greatest Sith in generations.
Ooh,
They must be stopped.
that's Darth Revan, by the way. Bum bum. That was a good grab. That was a real good grab. That game rules. Forspoken's also What is it? Oh yeah, this. This is what I was thinking of. Like, this game doesn't look incredible, but it looks like a really fun time. I'm just a little worried about how long it's going to be, and if it's... You'll see. You'll see.
Guardians of the galaxy. You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh!
He literally looks just like Troy Baker.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Cosmo! How you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking about a promise.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or join the cult.
So let us investigate for you.
Always catch, Peter Quill, and not fun kind with Bo.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see.
The current probability of defeating the
Universal Church of Truth
is 0.3%.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes two of us. Follow me!
So...
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way.
And good comedy.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, this is what I want to talk about. This is in like a month and a half. This game comes out in a month and a half. A little bit longer. But no, exactly. Like, this is like the first we've seen about it, other than the stuff at E3. So I don't know. I'm just trepidatious. That's all I'm gonna say is I'm trepidatious. But I'm not scared about this, baby. Not scared about this at all. I might get DMCA'd, but who cares? Worth it.
Darkness washes.
Worth it for the song.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the game.
The Dragon Lord has returned!
Fools! Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler? It's you, baby.
I love it. I love it. Like, come on. It looks so good.
You know, some of you may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked, because shut up your face and get shooting!
It looks so good. It just looks so good. I forgot about this part. I forgot about this part. Like, yeah, magic, of course. Why not magic? It's wonderful. Got the God of War axe and everything.
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby!
So good. So good.
All right, trailer over. No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
There's no end credit scene. Wink. Okay. All I know, hold on. I do believe that sums up pretty well all of the cool game stuff that was announced today. I think all of it looks like if that had been an E3, that would have been one of the probably the best E3s for Sony in a very long time. All of that looked really good. All of it looks really fun. It's a good mix of like co-op stuff, single player, a lot of single player stuff, which is Sony's bread and butter, and really the whole reason like they still are crushing so much. I mean, you know, a lot of reasons for that specifically, but it's just refreshing. It's just refreshing. But I think we should instead now move on to, I can keep going about any kind of game stuff, but I think I kind of want to show y'all what I'm working with vis-a-vis the old space in here. If y'all are cool with that. If y'all are cool with that, we can kind of walk through. I took a video, and here's why. I couldn't quite figure out how to get this bad boy streaming to here, to the screen for you guys, while also being able to do the good audio. And if you know me, I really care about good audio, like a lot. So I just decided to take a video, and we're gonna deal with it. And I'm sorry it's vertical, but look, time was crunched today, okay? So, I have 2 videos. First, I'm gonna walk through just the room tour, right? This is just, hey, this is the space that I have. This is what I'm working with. This is the plans that I have. This is where we're gonna go with it further on. But for tonight, let's just walk through it together. Just together. It'll be fun. So, coming into the room. Care about it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can come into the room and you can see, oh, look, there's everything set up. I've got a desk to the right. I've got my main desk right here. Also, hi, Gwen. I got my good chair. You can see kind of back there, you know, in the corner, I've got my shelves. We're going to do some close-ups here in a minute. But yeah, got the good lighting, the good lighting. So as we walk in, you can see, hey, here's my shelf. It's this guy back here. And what's on it? Well, all that down there, by the way, is just video game magazines. We're still in the process of like determining where everything goes. But I wanted to be able to grab like a video game magazine because I will legit sometimes just be like, you know what? Hold on. I just need one. And like during a downtime or whatever, I'll just like pop one of these and be like, oh, look, here is Electronic Gaming Monthly from December of 2002. Just like ready to go. And looking through it is really interesting because there's like Ratchet and Clank stickers. There's really weird articles about like Resident Evil 4, which is hysterical. Resident Evil 0 has a review. Like, there's a poster for Metroid Prime that's still in here. I mean, like, am I the coolest? Probably. But oh yeah, there's a surround sound system buyer's guide, which is just amazing. Because all of these are outdated. Oh man. Anyway, so I'll just grab one of these sometimes. So that's what those are. That's what those are. And then above, still trying to figure out like what kind of stuff I want quickly, like to be able to quickly access while I'm in this room. Currently, that box is filled with some notebooks that have been used, but I think I'm going to eventually start popping in some, I don't know, old project books, that kind of stuff. We'll see. On top, I have currently just some empty notebooks, and to the left of it, there's some storage for like. Hold on. Yeah, there's storage for like pens and pencils and stuff right there, but like I'm going to eventually have that in a little cabinet over here to the right. You'll see. You'll see. Yes, 2002, which is very good. I also need to get that hard drive like cleaned. Anyway, here's the top. Got all my good stuff. Got a couple of busted hard drives up there with a good fake plant. I would like a real plant, but we just moved, so it's fake for the time being. We got my good dinosaur bud. That's an ultra ball that I got in Japan, and that is a Mega Tiger Zord, a real one. It does fold down. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's a Pikachu, by the way. That's a Pikachu and Alien, and then some random enemy that was like, it's like a Power Rangers enemy. Anyway, and then a Pokeball. And then a candle, of course. And of course, the really good Snoop Dogg lighter that I got at Walmart because I think that's hysterical. Anyway. And then so my brother drew that of me. This Xenomorph Pikachu is pretty good. My brother drew this picture of me when he was like 4. And I love it. My mom got it framed for me for Christmas one year, and I absolutely love it. My wife hates this picture. Hates it. It's right back here. You can see it right here. It's like my favorite thing. I hang it up in every office. And we're just lucky that I'm not like, you know, I'm working from home and I don't have really like an office to go to. Well, I do, but like, you know, I don't have like an office that I can hang anything up on the wall, because I would definitely hang this up on the wall. I know, but I love it so much. It's like, it freaks people out so much, but I can't, like, I know what it is and who made it, and I love it. I love it. And then we've got my good lighting. It's literally just like a smart LED bulb. Like, it was the cheapest thing in the world. I got 2 of them for like $10. But I can control it with my phone. So, you know. Yeah, it was, you know, like one of his first like things to paint at, like, you know, like finger painting or whatever, and he just like went for it. But, you know, that's what's up. What's up, Yasir? Then we got my good drapes over here. Look at these drapes. Ooh. They're what's the word I'm looking for? They're light. They're blackout curtains, which helps a lot with maintaining getting the light right in here, which is really great. I put these shelves up yesterday. So that's why they're not fully decorated or whatever. They have, I mean, they are, but I'm not putting all my amiibo up there. I do have a lot of amiibo though, because collector. And that speaker is going to stay there, but it's not hooked up to anything at the moment, because I don't have the other one. The other one has to go over there on that side, and then this one's over here, and then I gotta connect them with speaker wire. It's a whole process. Also, that light's not plugged in. I don't know if you could tell. Like, I think the plug is back behind this, but you can't. It's not plugged into anything at all. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You see what's good, my man? We're walking through my space right now. So when that light's on, it will give me a nice cascading light this way, which will help kind of balance things out a little bit better, which would be good instead of me having to use the screen as extra fill lighting. Anyway, then we got my desk. Oh, hold on first. The goal with this section, by the way, I'm getting a mini fridge. Is going to be right there. I've always wanted a mini fridge in an office, and we have a space for it. So there we go. I need financial advice, lol. All right, let's do it. So in this space here, we're gonna have a mini fridge. I'm so confuzzled. Oh no. Imagine yeah, and then this is my Batman Returns duffel bag. Hold on, this thing is sick. Batman Returns duffel bag. Do you see this? Look at the Batmans. Look at him. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yes. Anyway. All right. Heck yeah, mini fridge is big brain. I agree. The trick is finding one. So we'll see. So like I said, I need a new car. My dad's friend sells cars, and I looked at 2 of them. Okay. Also, there's some other crap over there. That backpack is not anything. Mini fridge, okay? Mini fridge, and I'm also gonna have this thing over there, which is the thing I stand on when I do, when I stand up. So my feet don't hurt. Just saying. 2005 Accord with 240k miles, all right? And then this is the desk itself. This is how it looks most of the time. And it is a sit stand desk. And the countertop I got myself. It's fantastic. Today, a 2012 Ford Focus with 75k miles. Okay. And you can see to the right here, I've got just like a desk space with the computer sitting on it, and then this giant pole right here that y'all are attached to. This is y'all right here. So, and then my computer, my pretty computer, and my good audio, and the light. Everything's attached to that. So, currently this is just a fold-out table, right? Not ideal, but the long-term thought is to get this to be an IKEA countertop that is a similar like style to my desk, and then kind of tuck the internet stuff up underneath it as best I can. Probably put the router on the wall and then put the modem up underneath the desk, and then just have like a continuous counter space. It's really not bad. And then obviously I've got a hookup over here to plug in anything for capture. That's how we played Grab by the Ghoulies on this Xbox One X, just so you know. Just so you know. And then the goal here in this space above is to have, I think I'm going to zoom out in a second. I've got a task light. I think I'm going to look underneath. There's nothing underneath there. Yeah, so this is supposed to be like work surface for other random stuff. Like if I want to put together a magic deck or like fix a controller or something, I can do it there. You know what I'm saying? And I think eventually I want to hang a camera down, top down, so I can take this mic over there and do some like unboxing stuff and some repair streams. I think that'd be really fun. So that's the long-term goal with that. And also to have like, I'm going to put a pegboard up on the wall, like right in front of that space right there. So I can kind of hang controllers and cords and whatever up on top of that. It would be cool. My good headphones I'm using. Underneath is not pretty. It will be fixed. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about all that. And then just a normal filing cabinet. Again, that's going to be like underneath the desk, but kind of like holding one half the desk up. You know what I'm saying? So also in that space right there, that's what I wanted to show. So currently it's all hardwood, which is really cool looking, except it makes all the sound bounce everywhere. So I just ordered a rug. We got a rug coming in. It's an 8x8 that will fit in this space, which will look pretty good and hopefully make it not nearly as echoey in here. So that's what I was showing off there. And then I've got that little thing in the corner. Oh, and then look, there's a magical door. What's in the door? I guess we'll have to see. Let's help you see her with some financial issues real quick. Let's help you see her real quick. All right. Okay, let's see. My dad's friend sells cars, and I looked at two of them. A 2005 Accord with around 240k miles. What color rug? It's a gray. It's just like a simple gray, Gwen. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna paint all over the walls like a very a pretty I guess a medium gray tone, but I'm gonna paint this wall with the one with the rug like a darker gray, so it's gonna have kind of like a super neutral thing going on in here, because all of my like weird art is like it pops a lot, and I've got like a lot of pops of color. I didn't want anything that would clash with it, so we're just gonna go neutral with a neutral rug that I can still roll this chair over, and it'll be good. It'll be good. You are getting it for a steal. That's true. Let's see. 2012 Ford Focus with 75k miles. An Accord with around 240k miles. It's $1,000 more. So you'd have to spend 100,000. Sorry, not 100,000. You have to spend 1,000 more. Excuse me, $1,000 more dollars. If I bought the Accord, I'd have to borrow 1,500. And I just have to worry about paying back the person I borrowed the money from. But if I bought the Focus, I'd have to borrow money and pay the guy money over time. But because I want to move out, I want to buy stuff too, and I hate having debt. Yeah, so here's the problem, Yasir. I'm gonna put you on blast a little bit. Can I put you on blast a little bit? Can I put you on blast a little bit? Tell me right now. I'm gonna need a yay or a nay in the chat on if I can put you on blast just a little bit here. And I'm not gonna keep going until you say yes or no. But I do want to answer this question because I think this is a good question. A little bit of blast. Not too much. Just a bit. Okay. The reality is you should have $2,500 saved. Spill like 2 beans, not all of them. Got you. You should have $2,500 saved. If you were listening to me, you would have $2,500 saved. So you shouldn't need to borrow any money. You should be able to go into your emergency fund and pull out $2,500 and say, here, I want that car. So if your options are, I can get this car right now, or I can get that other car for $1,000 more, because like you did, but what happened? Wait, what happened? Where'd it go? Did you have that many emergencies? Or did you buy stuff? See, this is what I'm glad you brought it up, because I don't want to bring it up. The problem is you keep spending. Straight up, the problem is you keep spending. If you stop spending, you can buy a car. If you stop spending, you can move out with no debt. Kenny has kind of got a point here too. I remember all the shoes. Do you remember what I said to you about it? You remember what I said? Listen to Kenny. Listen to Kenny. Bruh. This is what I'm saying. You have to prioritize what you actually want. Because what you're telling me by your actions, you're telling me with your words, well, I want to buy this car, I want to move out, I want to do this stuff. But with your actions, you are saying, I want these shoes more than I want that. So if you want, well, how much, I mean, do you not have any left? How much do you have left? How much do you have left? 1,500, I assume? You got like 1,500 left in the emergency fund? A bit less, but that ate a lot of money. So again, this is my point. You're spending emergency fund money. You're spending emergency fund money on shoes. Yeah, exactly. So you're spending emergency fund money on shoes because you have it. You're telling me by your actions you don't actually want that car. You're telling me by your actions you don't actually want to move out. You're telling me by your actions I'd rather have these shoes than I would have the financial security. So if you stretch, I can make it like 2 and some change. I think that you need to prioritize and decide what you want to do, because I'm gonna tell you right now, borrowing money for either of those cars is a mistake. Borrowing money for either of those cars is a mistake. You definitely shouldn't borrow any money for that one with 240k miles on it. That's crazy. Absolutely not. But getting any kind of extra money, like, you know, if you were to borrow some money for that one that's $3,500, that at least makes a little bit more sense, but I still don't think it's a good deal. Like, honestly, it's only a good deal because it's a car and you need it. Is it a necessity? Don't you have a car? I know it's like not in good shape, but like you have a car, right? You keep saying necessity. You keep saying these words like necessity, and then yet I know how much you spent on shoes. So I don't want to. I don't know, man. I don't think it's actually that much of a necessity if you drop $1,000 on shoes, bruh. This is what savings accounts are great, because you don't have a debit card number you can use to spend the money. Exactly. Tell me, Easier. Tell me. I didn't bring up the shoes, by the way. I didn't bring those up. Those were brought up of their own volition. I'm just saying if you absolutely had to make a choice, I would go for the one that's $3,500. It has, I know, I understand that it has a major oil leak and the transmission is giving out, but I'm telling you right now, replacing some oil every once in a while and driving this thing until it absolutely breaks down while you save aggressively is a better solution. But hold on, wait. If you know this is happening right now and you have $1,500 in your account, $1,500 in your account, if you know this is going to be a problem, I would talk to your mechanic about the car that you currently have and see what is the cheapest solution you can do to make that thing run for as long as possible. Not fix it, just make it run. And then while it's running, save aggressively. Save aggressively. But my point being is here is you said you were saving up for a car and then you spent money on shoes. You're saying you're saving money to move out and then you bought some shoes. So, and yeah, this is another point Grim brings up. If you can trade the car in and get something, what's not worth it? What's not worth it? Actually, hold on. You know what? Yasir, are you on Discord right now? Nope. Not on Discord right now. Anyway. To fix the car, it'd be 600 for the part and 400 for... I'm not saying... No. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Not to fix it. I mean, it'd be easier to have this conversation in a chat situation. And since you're already kind of airing your stuff, we can just talk about it if you'd like. Also return some of the shoes. Yes. That is probably the easiest solution. That is probably some of the easiest solutions right there. Where's that chat? There it is. Are you good? You want to hop on? You want to hop on? Get Yasir on here, do some live financial, like not professional financial advice. Let's see, hold on. Bring that down. Bring that up. Bring this up. All right, he's gonna hop on. We're gonna talk some stuff. My whole point is here is I think you're able to save aggressively a lot more than you think you are. And I think that you're not exploring all of your actual options before you dive into a financial thing. I think he's jumping on. I'm in the... No. Don't hop in general. I'm gonna call you directly. You good now? All right, he's good now. Here we go. Say something. Of course it broke. Hold on. Output is chat. That's right. You talking? There he is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up?
There he is. There's his ear.
Actually, I can hear myself like through the what's it called?
Through the stream.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So let's break this down for everyone yet again. You have. Hold on. Wait. You have the option. Currently, you have a car.
I have a car that is dying and needs to get replaced ASAP.
Okay. How much is it dying?
Like, it's bad. Like, the mechanic said, like, it could stop at any moment. So I need a new car as soon as possible. And
Gotcha.
I'm talking, like, by next week. Like, it's a necessity.
Okay.
And I was trying to baby it, but I've been babying it for so long. Like, the car has almost 500,000 miles. So, like, it's given up. So you can only baby it so much before you either replace the engine and transmission or just get a new car. with the amount I paid for the car, it's worth it to just get a new car because I'm not putting 1,000 into a car I paid 1,000 for. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that. If your mechanics like how long will the thing last if you spend the 1,000?
I mean, I don't want to say it'd be a new car, but a lot longer. But still, like, it's not worth putting that much money into a car that's already dying. Even if it's not the engine, like some other part here or there could break. I know the engine mounts need to be replaced, and then what's it called? There's just a bunch of other stuff that need to get replaced as well. It's not just the engine, so it's just not logically worth it to what's it called? Fix the car.
Right. The problem is the other options you have, I think, are just not good deals. Like, legit. I don't think a car with 250k miles is worth it.
I mean, it's a Honda Accord. Honda Accords last forever, dude. Honda Accords are super reliable cars.
I know. I'm a Honda guy, but that doesn't change the fact that, like, it's still got 250,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I guess. But it's still less
I mean,
than mine.
not I guess. I mean, that's a thing. Like, it doesn't, like, you know, even as good as, because I had a Honda Accord until it hit 300,000 miles and it was still running fine. But like, is it worth you, like, you're saying it's not worth putting in, are you saying it's not worth, you're saying it's not worth putting $1,000 into a car that's got 500,000 miles, but you're thinking about putting $200 or $2,500 into a car that has half of that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. That's $500 more total than what we've put into the car you currently have. If you spend 1,000.
I mean, I guess, but the what's it called? The 05 Accord, like, for one, it's newer, so the parts and all that kind of stuff would be in a lot better condition. I thought that water bottle was an Alexa, and I thought you were drinking from an Alexa. I was like, what the hell is that?
Cheers, Alexa.
But what's it called? Like, the parts would be newer and it would just last.
Yeah, but
you
have a what, an 01 or 02?
I have an 01. Yeah.
That's only 4 years older, my man, or 4 years newer, my man.
I mean, it's still a better car than what I have currently, and that car would probably last me at least 3 years. So it's not like I'm planning on, like, keeping the car for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I keep the car for at least like 3, maybe even 5 years, like, I'm sure it'll last that long. By the time I'm, like, done with my apprenticeship, like, I'll be making way more than enough money to be able to afford even a brand new car if I so choose.
I mean, I guess so, but I think the chat has a good point. Anything would be better than you have.
It would be better than what I have. Exactly.
What's up, Holden?
Exactly.
But I think the main problem is you're thinking about dropping. So you would still owe $1,000, right?
I'd owe whoever I borrowed the money from like $1,500, and it wouldn't take me long at all to pay that back because I got a raise at what's it called, work. So I guess my main job, I got a raise, a pretty good one at that. And then I got a raise at Chick-fil-A as well. And then I also do yard work with people, so it wouldn't take me long at all to pay that back. Plus tax season is coming up around.
You have, hold on, wait, stop. So I hear you. Honestly, I think either car will be fine because I do believe you can pay that money back like relatively quickly. Mm-hmm. I would say I am personally a car or a fan of Hondas, so I think the Honda is pretty great. 240,000 miles is something. I think you're just discounting it because you got really lucky with one that's lasted for 500,000 miles. But I just want to make it incredibly clear to you that is not a normal situation, especially with newer cars, even Hondas. They are not designed to last for more than, even Hondas probably like 300, 350. That is like their limit. I'm just saying. So it should be something to think about. Go ahead.
I mean, okay, even if I do spend the $2,500 now or whatever, and I drive that car for like the next year, like I should have enough money to buy another car in better condition. So like it would get me at least through a year, but the goal would be to be 3 to 5 years, and I feel like it'd be able to make that.
You've said this for 3 years.
I haven't said it for 3 years. I said that for like a year.
You said to me, I want to get a new car since we met.
Well, yeah, I did, and then plans changed, and like I didn't feel like I needed a new car.
But here's
kind of stuff.
Right. But here's my point.
Transmission's about to give out.
But here's my point. Here's my point. I think honestly, whatever either one fits your scenario. If your whole goal is to not actually keep the car for a super long time, go for the cheaper one. Okay. I mean, legit. If that's all you're looking at is like, okay, I'm not going to keep this car for super long. I'm going to get a new one eventually. I think that's fine. I think if you were genuinely looking me directly in the eye and you say to me, hey, Uke, I'm going to get this car at $2,500. I'll borrow 1,000 from a friend of mine, pay him back, and then save up enough to get another much better used car in 3 to 5 years. Okay, cool. I just want to push back a little bit, my dude, and say, you have said this before, and then you have talked to me about all the cool shoes you bought, and all the cool watches you bought, and the skateboard that you bought, and the watches that you bought. And I think that you need to be I think you need to really kind of take a step back and think about, okay, hold on. Yeah, I can do this, but are you actually going to do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't mean to like put you on blast directly, except that this is a conversation we've had before. Where you're like, hey, I'm thinking about moving out, but I don't know if I have enough money. Dude, you should be saving, like you are making more. You just said you have 3 jobs, essentially. You have odd jobs that you do, and you have a main job, and then you do Chick-fil-A, correct?
Yeah.
That's 3 sources of income, and you have no debt, right? No debt. You should be saving like 20 to 30% of your income every check. Just straight up, right off the top, just 30%, boom, right in savings.
See, I would do that. However, things are a bit, what's it called? Things aren't exactly that simple.
Okay.
Like,
that's fair.
I don't know. Like everybody has like I have other responsibilities other than I'm fully independent besides living in my parents' house. Plus, my dad's making me pay rent. So it's not
that's
like
fair.
I'm just like making money and then have all my other bills taken care of. Like I'm like fully dependent. So it's like it's not exactly that simple, but I still can save a whole lot of money to say the least.
Right. 30% is me being hyperbolic, but I think you and I both know that you can at least save 10 to 20. Maybe closer to 15.
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable goal, but the reality is that's more than most people save, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that that's something that you could actually aim for and then you'd be fine.
Yeah.
But I think that you need to make a commitment to yourself to actually do it. You know, I think you need to be able to say, okay, yeah, I want these things. Because the real question is, how much do you want those things? Do you want those things as much as you want those new shoes? Do you want those things as much as that new thing? I keep bringing the shoes up because you brought the shoes up. I'm bringing the shoes up because you brought the shoes up.
I know, and I even thought about selling the shoes, and like I wish I could, but once you wear the shoes, they're not dead stock anymore. So like you can sell them, but they're not gonna be go for as much. Like I bought a pair of shoes for like $400, and they fluctuate. You know, it's kind of like the stock market or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes like
it's a market.
You'll see them go for like $800. So that's really why I bought them. Plus, I just really like the shoes. Like I like actually wear them. But I mean, I can't wear them anymore. I can't sell them anymore because I already put them bitches on.
Right. Exactly. And this is my whole thing is here is like, you and I were talking about this. I was like, bro, I don't think I would ever spend $400 on a pair of shoes. And I still maintain that. And you and I have talked about like how much I save and how much I have saved up to do whatever I feel like. So I think it's fine. Like you hold here saying it's fine if you want to like buy those shoes and then resell them, but you didn't even do that. You just bought them and wore them.
Yeah, because I wanted the shoes.
Yeah, but you don't need. I'm going to tell you right now. At your age, you don't need $400 shoes. I'm just telling you right now.
I know.
I'm just telling you, and especially if you're over here being like, "Oh, I gotta get a new car." How much easier would this whole conversation be if you're like, "Oh, it only would be like an extra $500 I'd have to borrow for someone." I'd be like, "Oh, well, pay the dude $500 back in like 3 weeks and you're good, or a month and you're good."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? or a couple
Well,
months.
I wasn't expecting my transmission to give out, but
This is why, Yasir, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I specifically said emergency fund. You never expect stuff, but it still happens.
I know.
I
John,
specifically said to you, I was like, you have an emergency fund so you can specifically save in case something happens. And I think you thought, oh, this card's gonna last forever. I'll be fine. I got it. I can buy these shoes. And then you're like, oh crap. Oh
That's
man.
exactly what I thought.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh,
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. So I think you need to. Yeah.
The Honda it is.
I would say if your whole goal is to just come out as cheap as possible, go for the Honda. I still think $2,500 on a car with 240k miles is a ripoff, but I don't know. Maybe you can try and trade your existing car into the dude and get something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, hey, since we're speaking of shoes, these are shoes I bought so I could wear, not resell them like Pokemon cards. I want your thoughts on these. What do you think?
Okay. I will say it's a bit delayed. Okay, I can see them. Oh, those look super comfortable. Those look awesome.
Bro.
They look like they're really comfortable.
Look at it. Gorgeous.
How much were those? Like 200?
180.
Oh, so right. I was right about that. Those are really nice, dude.
Ultra Boost 21s. Just saying. This man was ready for the shoe review. Listen. Yasir's over here talking about like the $400 shoes, and I'm just saying, bro. Limited edition Spider-Man shoes, as long as they weren't $400, I have not seen them. Oh man, Yasir, that's hysterical. Any other financial questions?
Nah, bro, that was it. All
right. Well, happy to help. Stop spending money like you're Bezos. You're not.
I will.
The only way you can become Bezos is by not spending a ton of money until you have a ton of money. Then you can just buy a rocket ship.
I got you. Fuck buying a rocket ship. I'm gonna make a rocket ship, bro.
Or you can make one. That's fine too. All right, bro.
See you, man.
You're staying in the stream?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
See you.
Later, man. All right. 180 is reasonable for good quality shoes, but I think there's no shoe that's worth $400. Yeah, it is all just labels. That's true. You are welcome, Yasir. I didn't want to put you on blast too much, but I did put you on blast a little bit because I think you needed it. Just a little bit. You bought them for resale, but then didn't resell them. You bought them for resale and then did not resell them. So you like that argument's gone with me. No, it doesn't matter. You can't have that argument with me. You can't say I bought them for resale, but I actually put them on. Oops. No. If you wanted to resell them, you would have resold them. And that's fine, but you didn't. You bought $400 shoes. That's fine. And I know, and they look great. You bought them for resale price. Okay, that's fair. Anyway, let's get back to the meat and potatoes of what we were talking about. Here, let's walk through. Come with me on a journey into my closet. This is the famous video game closet. This is Cat Paw's famous or favorite spot that she has seen. It used to be up on the wall, but it is no longer up on the wall. Trying to limit the amount of like vertical space that is used in this space, because in my previous spot, hold on, let me find my previous spot. I've got a picture of it somewhere. In my previous spot, I used up like all of the space. Like, look at this here. Yeah. This is my previous spot. So like, this is the old house, and you can see like I'm using all of this vertical space, and like it's cool, but like look how crammed it looks. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like This looks cool, but this is also the space where like I did work, or I should say attempted to do work, because like look how cluttered this looks. This doesn't look good. This is where I used to stream. This is a no. This is a pass, y'all. This is not how it should be. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. Not a fan. But in this space, we've seen the room. You've seen the way that the room is laid out. We're getting a carpet in there. We got the mini fridge coming in over here. Got the nice shelves up over here on this side. Got the workspace over here. It's currently just a plastic folding table, but it's got a good light on it. There's not shower curtains. You shut your mouth. This is where we keep the games now. Look at this game. Look at the games. Everyone. Look at this. Y'all. The game space, the game storage is too good in this space. Let me be very clear. The fact that I can tuck all of it into this closet back here is just the tops. It's just the tops because it's still like near me. I get the energy from it. But like, nah, it's all in there. So it's not out in front of me. Just bought the Honda. Nice. And I thought I had a lot of games. I'm telling you, I'm a collector, man. It's insane. This isn't like your main bedroom. No. This is not my main bedroom. This is, what's it called? This is the office area. The main, we have 4 bedrooms. And so we have the master. This is one of the bedrooms technically, but I'm using it as an office. Then we have an actual guest room, and then an actual, we're using it as like a multi-purpose room. But it's essentially a spot I can go and play games, and I can play games and relax, but also we can put like a air mattress in there for people if they want to stay the night. So anyway, you could put your clothes in there. I have a walk-in closet. With our master has 2 walk-in closets because it's stupid like that. I don't know. It's nuts. You want to stay in that guest room? I'll pay rent. How much are you willing to pay in rent? We can talk about it. How much you're willing to pay in rent. Anyway, so this is kind of this little shelf here that you saw. It's like the first thing on the left. Again, one of the goals of this new space is I'm trying to figure out exactly what I need around. You know what I mean? Like, what do I need around me in order to do my work, in order to do stream stuff, and in order to like, do the things that I like to do, which is like clean games, make magic decks, that kind of stuff. Organization and repair are 2 very important things for any kind of game maintenance and video game collection. This one is mostly just currently like cable ties. Eventually it's going to have a lot more. This is not organized at all, by the way. It's going to have like cable ties and alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol, and some Q-tips and that kind of stuff, just for like basic cleaning. BRB, gotta make my cream of rice before I go to the gym. He's got a crush in the gym too. This one right here is just memory cards at the moment because I don't know what else to put in there. But there you go. Am I still working from home? And is that in this streaming gaming room, or do you have another office workspace? So this is the office workspace area. But it's also the space that I stream because I don't want to have another computer somewhere else that I stream from. When I tell you I have gym, you have a gym crush? Oh, I see. So currently this is just memory cards and stuff. But eventually it's gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Maybe like, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Doesn't matter. Nothing's in there right now. Doesn't matter. And then that's like random accessories that don't really have any other spot. So like, where am I gonna put an e-reader? Where am I gonna put a Game Boy printer? The answer is here. A Game Shark for the Game Boy. Like, come on. Put pics of you in there. So these two lower shelves, by the way, are my retro games. Retro meaning like, you know, you'll see. You'll see. Got the NES over there. We got the 64 stuff. I will take the Room Essential sticker off. I promise I will. It's not finished yet, so we're still working on it. Anyway, so that's all that kind of stuff. Down here, we've got SNES games and some boxed SNES games, and also some boxed PC games, which is pretty great. Love that. And then down here, this is one of my favorites. Check this out. This is I call this the Japan shelf. This is my Japan shelf. All of these are Japanese games. All of them. You can't really tell if it's a bad angle. That's just a normal NES game, but it has an adapter to plug into my modded AV Famicom that can output S-Video, which plugs into my analog chain really nicely. But you can see, look, that's Pokemon Snap. That's Japanese Pokemon Snap and a Super Famicom. That's what I have. That's the Japan shelf. And then get that box out of the way. And then this is the handheld shelf. All of that is just random handhelds. This song sucks. Hold on. Yo, so give me all your old consoles. What's up, Absolute? So this is the... You can see right here, we've got a DSi over here. We've got this is a rose pink PSP 3000, Japanese PSP 3000. Very happy with that. Got the new 3DS XL Majora's Mask edition. We've got a DS, two DSs, two DS Lites actually. And then in that bag is a Game Boy Micro, which does anyone here not know what a Game Boy Micro is? Does anyone not know what a Game Boy Micro is? Then we've got a couple of Game Boy Advances. That is another PSP, and then that's a PS Vita on the top. Absolutely. We are taking a look. Excuse me. This is my gaming closet. This is the closet right in this room that has all my gaming stuff in it. So we're perusing my gaming collection and kind of showing you what the cool new space that I have in this house is like, because it's much more open than the previous one. I know that existed, but I don't think I ever saw one. Good news. This is a Game Boy Micro. Look at it. Look how pretty. How gorgeous is this thing? Too good. Anyway, that's where the Game Boy Micro goes, in that drawer. Gosh, I love this thing. Love this thing. Holden's tripping. Holden's tripping. Moving on. That's a Vita. There's also a GameCube back there. Because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. This is the Nintendo shelf. This is where a lot of the Nintendo stuff goes. I have other consoles that need to go in here. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put them, but we'll figure that out. I'm not tripping. It's called The Art of the Deal. I don't think that's a deal. So, no. Anyway, you can see we've got a modded Wii on the right here, and we've got two Super Nintendos. One of them is the Super Nintendo Junior. Came out in like 97, a year after the 64, and then the original. One of my two originals. I have the other one hooked up in the other room, and then two NESs. I don't typically use the NES when I play NES games because the way that the cartridge has to go in, it messes, like the pins are really fragile and they actually break a lot. They're easy to fix, but I'd rather not have to do that if I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't typically use those. when I'm playing stuff. And then up here, this is the Sega and Sony shelf. So we've got a Saturn right here, my original Dreamcast up there. Dude, I'm still sick, and all I did today is watch Gabriel Iglesias. I mean, that's not a bad day. It's not a bad, or Fluffy. We've got, let's see, got down here, just an original PlayStation. I got a PS1 over here, and then the fat PS2 and the skinny PS2, the slim PS2. So, also this thing right here has all my Game Boy games in it. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, all that kind of stuff. Other than being sick, hopefully you get better soon. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Absolute. I'm sorry you're still sick. Is it, do we know what it is? Is it just like a cold, or is it, hopefully it's not the Rona. Hopefully it's not the Rona. We're going to move on into the 3DS games here. So let's take a peek. Take a peek at my 3DS collection. By the way, you'll see that some games are like this way, then other ones are this way. That's on purpose. All I know is my body is exhausted. I hate that. Sorry, man. Sorry. So the ones that are facing left or facing up, like they're correct, like the icons are over here. I have not beaten these. These I have beaten. Do I think the GameCube is an underrated console? Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the GameCube. I think it might be like my favorite, one of my favorite consoles ever. Might be my favorite. Anyway, I have all the big hitters. There's a few that I'm missing of this collection, but you know, everyone slept on the GameCube back in the day. Exactly. And they're crazy for it. What's funny is like this WarioWare game right here, WarioWare Gold, really hard to find and really expensive. Anyway. Man, this song stinks too. You know what? I don't like this vibe. We're changing the vibe up, everyone. Hey, everyone, we're changing the vibe. How's that? Pretty chill. Here we go. Perfect. All right, then we're going to move on to the Xbox collection. Original Xbox. Shouts out. I got a lot of these games in it was a Craigslist sale back in like 2015, 2016, I think. I'm listening to you stream. All these games are like, a lot of the ones that are in the white cases are from just like GameStop, but I got them in this giant sale from this one dude, and I was like, well, why not? And so I've kept them, and they're, you know, like, I don't really need big mother truckers or Corvette, but I have them. So anyway, moving on. By the way, you'll also see some in here that like you should be like, whoa, hold on, you've beaten that game, right? Some of them I actually have beaten. Like I've beaten Conker's Bad Fur Day. I've beaten some other ones you'll see, but I turned them back over so I can replay them because I want to. You'll see. Anyway, moving on. Look at all these gorgeous games. Oh. Another underrated system, by the way, the original Xbox. This one's weird. Look at this. I am the great mighty Pooh. That's a reference. Me and Absolute get it. It's okay if you don't. Anyway. Oops. Well, I clicked the wrong way. Moving on. There we go. Is it underrated? I was never able to get one, but I've heard good things about it, mostly because of Halo, to be fair. Yeah, so everyone knows Halo, but there are a lot of other like really good exclusives that most people don't really talk about that often. Like Crimson Skies is fantastic. Excluding Halo, most people didn't play this system, which is really unfortunate. That I know of, at least. I know it sold okay, but it sold better than GameCube. But it didn't sell nearly enough as like the PS2 was insane. Like, oh, that's one right there. No. Hold on. Like this one, Phantom Dust. That is a really, really underrated game. Just saying. I hit right and left on the keyboard. Don't worry about it, Holden. Don't worry about it. Guys, this is an emergency. I've successfully creamed my rice. Man. Well done, sir. Anyway, moving on. So all of these games are just like, I'm having a blast playing through some original Xbox games. I don't have a great way of capturing the original Xbox, except for the games that are backwards compatible on the Xbox One, but that's fine. It's fine. Tender's your favorite game, huh? Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, hey, here you go, Holden. Speaking of underrated consoles, here is all my GameCube games. So you can see I've played a lot more GameCube games than other systems, we'll say. But yeah, man, GameCube's got some good games though, huh? Lost Kingdoms. This is a From Software game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was Kirby's Air Ride. Yeah, Kirby Air Ride. Where's that? Right here, Kirby Air Ride. What's up? Kirby Air Ride. This game, I got this at a yard sale for $3. Boom. Yasir is bringing all the hot takes. I know it. I know it. You can see it's not happening. You can see that there's this game here, the Haunted Mansion. This is what we're playing on stream next, by the way. So starting next week, we're playing Disney's The Haunted. I'm dying. Starting next week, Disney's The Haunted Mansion on GameCube. We're playing next week. Got it. And Mario Kart Double Dash. Yep. Of course I have that. Of course I have that. Where's that at? Mario. Oh, is it over there? It was over there. You're not buying that from me, you see. It's not going to happen. Someone's going to get Rona. Don't you wish that? Don't you wish that on me? Resident Evil 4. Mm-hmm. You still have your GameCube, it's so hype. Yeah, they're hard to find now. Surprisingly. Not in Japan, but here, yes. So again, just all the bangers. And then of course, the Game Boy player. The Game Boy player. Play Resident Evil 8. I really want to. Absolute. Just simply buy one from Japan. You know, it's a good idea. It does look quite good. It does look quite good, Absolute. I know, I really need to play it. Let's see here. Have I already started spooky season? Yes, I have. We just beat Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Last night. And we're moving on to more not quite as spooky games coming up. I expand spooky season to include September because I have a lot of spooky content that I want to get through, and 1 month is just not enough time for me. That's really what it's about. What is the Game Boy player? So the Game Boy player attaches to the bottom of a GameCube, and you can play Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games on a GameCube on your television. It's pretty awesome. So here's the PS2. The old PS2. Yes, I do own Madden 06. Just own that for a minute. I want to own that one for a minute. And Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004. Still do own that. Yep. Anyway. How you played Pokemon for a bit. It's okay. Madden was enjoyable back in the day. Yeah, it's before I knew any better. So this is my Wii and DS collection. I'm going to show you what this black box is right here in a second. But yeah, don't have a ton of Wii games. Surprisingly, I think I missed the boat on those because they're starting to really kind of climb in price, and I think I should have picked them up a lot earlier. But we'll see. Wii is a classic console. So what's funny, Holden, is that the Wii is actually a fantastic console for a lot of reasons. But I actually used it as a classic gaming console because, pro tip, it actually outputs in like a native resolution for a CRT, which is what I have in the other room. So if I want to play like old games on an actual CRT, the Wii is really good for it, because it also had a really good emulation system on it. Cat Paw, yes, we're doing the closet. We're doing the closet. And then let's take a peek. You can also mod the Wii. Both of my Wiis are modded. Both of them. Let's see here. So this is that black box, and you can see this is for the DS games that I don't have a case for, but they're really solid games. All of those are pretty solid games. If you have not played Elite Beat Agents, you need to play Elite Beat Agents. That game rules. That game rules. Yes, Catball, you did. You see, you're asked for financial advice, so we brought him on the stream and chastised him a little bit, because he asked for financial advice for his financial situation he put himself in. That's all I'm gonna say. Holden gets a regular Holden. That face when you see her doesn't scream your name for the first time. Ooh, awkward. So surprisingly, I think most of my games are actually on the 360. For some reason, I think most of my games are on the 360. So be prepared, because there's a lot here. Like, look at this. Like, again, this is a great example. I've beaten all of these Gears of War games, but like I wanted to replay them, so I did that. I flipped them over. Death Smiles is really good. Yuck. Ooh, that was cool. That was cool. Let's see here. Let's keep going. Oh, of course I beat the Mass Effects. Look at this. Oh, man. Gorgeous stacks of games. Another one. Shadows of the Damned. Really, really good game. Surprisingly good game. I'm gonna lurk. All right, Holden. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Hanging out, and for the lurk. Appreciate that. These games, these Silent Hill games, looking to play some of these this spooky season. Just saying. Just saying. Keep an eye out for those. If the 360 works. How much is your collection roughly worth? That's a really good question, Yasir. I don't honestly know. My gut would be 10K probably would be my guess, with all of the retro systems, like all of the consoles, all of the controllers, all of the games. Probably 10K. I haven't really done the math on it. But a lot. I definitely have not spent that much on it. I will tell you that right now. Not even close to that much. Because that's how you do it. Anyway, so here's also, these are all the jewel case games. Jewel case games include PlayStation, Saturn, Dreamcast. So you can see over here on the left side, it's mostly Dreamcast games. And then to the right is mostly PS2 game or PS1 games. Then I have a couple, I think I just have the one or two. Yeah, there's a Vampire Savior on the Saturn. Ooh. Even if you did spend that much on it, it was over a span of time and not overnight. True. I did not just instantly buy a collection. I did collect these over a lot of time. Here's all my Switch games. I have a problem with Switch games. I have a real problem with Switch games in that I buy them very, very fast because they don't ever drop in price, but they do go up in price. So there you go. Woof. I need to play more of these. I had a goal at one point to try and beat like all of my Switch games before I bought another one. Like, that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. They keep coming out with good games. What am I supposed to do? Not buy Breath of the Wild 2? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Of course I'm gonna. Anyway, I'm not. You tell me I'm not gonna buy Pokemon? Come on. Anyway, lots of cool, fun games. What the Golf? This one I'm really excited to play. It's called What the Golf. It looks just hysterical. Got the 2 No More Heroes games on Switch by Limited Run. Really fun stuff. And then a couple of accessories over here. Come on. Which one? What is on your Steam wish list this year? What the Golf? I guess. I assume. So we got the Nintendo Labo game, and then just a Bluetooth adapter. Yeah, What the Golf is great. That's like Uncle Bill. Uncle Bilo was playing that game for a while. He really liked it. Here's my shame, being the Xbox One collection that I have. Unironically, I have these games. I picked up a lot of these mostly just to have them on, like, they were super cheap. I got most of these games for less than $5 or less than $10. So it's like, what in the world? They also made something like QWERTY keyboard or something like that. Yeah, they did. That's right. And like, I've been having a lot of fun playing these games, the ones that I played. The game is called QWOP, right? QWOP. And here's my other shame, the Wii U collection. I got these games so cheap, and they absolutely skyrocketed in price, which is just amazing. But this is Batman Arkham City down here, and I beat that entire game last year. That is a really fun version of that game. It's not perfect, but it's got some really cool stuff going on. Just saying. I really want to play Deus Ex because I've heard that that's like the best way to play it. Let's keep going. Tokyo, like all of these, there's no exclusives anymore on this system. I'm not 100. Well, Xenoblade Chronicles X might be the last exclusive on this system, and Star Fox Zero, but that's not a good game, so that's okay. And here's the PS4. Now you'll notice that FIFA 18 is flipped over like I've already beaten it. That's done that way just because I'm never actually gonna really play that game, but I did buy it from Jay when I got this console. So I'm not just gonna get rid of it because I can't get rid of it for anything, so I'll just keep it. Anyway, lots of good games. Still gotta beat this one. Oh, Resident Evil 4, I gotta beat you yet again. That system's insane. And here's the PS3. Missing a couple of cases for that, but that's okay. Also a really solid system. Also a super solid system. I need to play through the Resistance series is one I've really wanted to get into. The problem is I picked it up like right before we moved, so I didn't really have an opportunity to play. Do I have a PSP? I have two. I have two PSPs. One of them is rose gold or rose pink. Gorgeous. And there's my Vita games. Yep, zoom in on the Vita games. Yep, very pretty. And then up there, like, these are some duplicates that I have, and also some Japanese games. So this Xbox game is worth like 150, maybe $200. And I found it in Japan for 60. So, can you still find PSPs? No, you cannot. I mean, they're on eBay and stuff, but like, I'll say this, they're less money than your shoes. Boom. That, by the way, is that little thing there is the Breath of the Wild soundtrack on CD. Oh, it's so cool. And here's my keyboard collection, because that's the thing I do. And then just some boxes. Yay, boxes. That is the shelf. Goodbye. All right. Oop. So that's the shelf, guys. That's the space. What do y'all think? Boxes really be boxing true. Oh, use here. Hold on. Sorry, I was muted. Rose pink, too pretty. I do have an extended battery. Which is why this is black. So don't trip on that. But it's gorgeous. I love it. Look at this. Look at the PSP logo. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh. Boom. Love it. So that's the spot. This is the new area. And yeah. I'm surprised Sony's been making a review. Dude, they're making too much money off the PS5, man. They're making way too much. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but like they just released a whole bunch of like new trailers and stuff that are just absolutely choice. Absolutely choice. Yeah, I think they're trying to get a different market though, because every time they've competed with Nintendo, they've lost on the console, on the handheld front. They have crushed them in the home console front. So I think they're just kind of realizing, you know what, we are better than Nintendo at consoles sales wise, so we'll just stick to that, which I think is a smart move. It makes sense for them to try and compete for that market space. They did it twice. I don't think it makes sense for them to do it anymore, because like, what are they going to do? The trick with the Switch is you can play the same, it's the same game in your hand and on your television. And the problem is the Vita is probably one of the best systems I've ever played, but Sony didn't support it very well, and it was too expensive, and it had a proprietary memory card. It was like, I don't think they can do it. Honestly, I don't think they can compete with Nintendo in the handheld space, but I don't think they need to. I think that they're obviously crushing it with the PS5. They have another Spider-Man movie coming out, so they're making hand over fist money-wise there. Like, they're crushing it. I think they're good. They're just like, you know what? Let's just ride this out. They absolutely crushed last gen too. The PS4 like destroyed. Are you kidding me? I sure would love to see a new PSP. I think a lot of people would, but I don't think enough people would. And I think for Sony, enough people is like 100 million. And I don't think 100 million people would buy a new PSP. Bluntly, I just don't think they would. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We've actually been going for almost 2 hours at this point. They should make it limited edition. It'd go crazy. What do you mean? Like a ooh, what they could do is they could do like a mini version. You know how like they have the like the mini consoles they're doing now? They could do the same thing, but for like the mini, what's it called? For the PSP. That'd be kind of cool. Like a retro PSP that you can't put any games in, but it comes with like a bunch of games on it. Sucks how you're not the CEO of Sony. Do you want to be the CEO of Sony? I don't think that would be very fun. Honestly. I don't think that'd be very... I'm taking these off. I'm not going to wear these for the rest of the stream. I don't feel like I need to. I don't really want to hear the music. It's squeezing my head. I got that good hat here. Let's get this back on the good way. You like writing your terrible code. Hey, cheers to that. Me too. Me too. Oh, man. This is an interesting stream time, y'all. This is a very interesting stream time. Dude, is your beard ginger and your hair black? My beard has some red in it, but no, my hair is brown. And my beard is just thin enough that it has some red in it. Just saying. Just got a project done? All right. All right. I like that. I like that. I need to talk about at some point in one of these streams some of the goals and like habits. We're gonna try and do it this stream, but we kind of got distracted with some other stuff, which is totally fine. It's supposed to be a little bit more informal. Not that my streams are formal. You get my point. So I need to talk at some point about some project ideas I have, and I really want to get into a normal cadence of talking about 30-day projects with all of y'all who are watching, because I think that 30-day projects are a great way to start establishing some habits, and I don't think enough people know about them. But I'm working on that, so just keep an eye out for that. It'll be really cool. It's really cool to see how my projects are getting bigger, and I'm so comfortable with it. See, there you go. Soon enough, you'll be like writing the next Amazon and then inviting me to be a part of it. And I'll just stay in this space and develop, and you just give me money. That's how it works. And I will not give you any more financial advice unless it involves giving me money. Just saying. Anyway, we've been going for almost 2 hours. I think 2 hours is about the cutoff point for these streams. So at like 9, we're gonna wrap it up. But I have really cool ideas, bro. I hope we can make it come to fruition. Yeah. Also, it's this. Hold on, wait. That's it. Good thing I had that on. I just knocked the water over, by the way. But the good news is it has a cap on it, so I didn't spill water on my nice new table, which is good because I would have been very, very upset. I can't spell, but I sure can talk good. See, here's what I love about people who I'm fine if somebody doesn't know how to spell something, because like it's hard to look up a word you can't spell. But what drives me crazy is when people use words they don't understand and they don't pronounce them correctly. Like, if you don't know how to say cacophony. If you don't know how to say cacophony, don't say cacophony. Because what happens is you say cacophony, and then I laugh at you. Don't say cacophony. It's not cacophony, it's cacophony. Just don't. Just don't. It's fine. It's fine for you to just say loud noise. It's really hard to hear through the loud noise. Cool. It's really hard to hear through the cacophony. No. I'm okay with the pronunciation part. It's a little more acceptable to me. It's not to me. It takes 0 time to look up the word cacophony or cacophony and understand that it's not, you don't say it cacophony, it's cacophony. It's really easy. Really easy. Just take 5 seconds. Look, this is how easy it is. Ready? Oh, weird. How do I say that? I know how to spell it. How do I say it?
Cacophony.
Oh, perfect.
Cacophony.
Cacophony.
Boom.
Cacophony. Cacophony. Cacophony.
Cacophony. You've figured it out. We did it. We did it. It was free. It's free to look stuff up, everyone. Does anyone keep up with comics? I used to use here. I do not anymore. I do not really keep up with them anymore. Not for any specific reason. I just kind of fell off of it. No. I know what it was. It's because it was too. It ended up being too expensive. Like $3 or $4 per book is too much for me. Well, some people it's harder because of their native tongue. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's true. If you have like, if English is a second language or you're learning, again, English as a second language is like full pass. Absolutely. Accents, all that stuff for sure. But if you're a native English speaker and you walk to me and you say cacophony, I'm gonna tell you to stop it. Don't use a word you don't understand. Look it up. Learn how to say it. And if you don't know how to say it, if you can't say it, that's fine. Just don't say it. Just don't say it. It's okay to have a smaller vocabulary of words that you know how to use correctly. It's also okay to slowly expand that vocabulary. I think expanding that vocabulary is really important. But you need to do it and understand what those words mean and not just say them and like pretend. Well, if you can't say it, that doesn't mean you don't understand it. I would say if you don't know how to say it properly, you have a less. Who's ever said cacophony to me wrong? A lot of people on YouTube say it wrong. A lot of people on YouTube say it wrong, and they have scripts. Gwen, they have scripts. Also, the Spanish really confused me last night. It just meant, what is this? That's all I was asking is, what is this? That's fair, Yasir, though. I think you're right, Yasir. Just because you can't pronounce it doesn't mean you don't understand it. But I would say that if you can't pronounce it, then I don't know. I don't think it's difficult to take 5 seconds and go to Google and type in the word and hit play just to see what it sounds like. But anyway, I've never heard that in my life. Well, you're lucky, because a lot of people on YouTube say that. They also say stuff like, I can't even think of other ones. That's the one that really, really gets me going. Cacophony. This one. People say cacophony on YouTube, and it drives me crazy. They say sconce. How do they say sconce? I have worked out. You haven't worked out all week. You are about to die. So your legs are gonna be so up though. You're doing legs, right? Who on YouTube are you watching? I watch a lot of random YouTube. It was specifically an old Super Bunny Hop, and the completionist also is really not very good with vocabulary. Sconch? It's not sconch, it's sconce. What the hell kind of English is this? Proper English. The King's English. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got into an argument. Not an argument. I got into a very, very slight altercation with one of my coworkers. American English. You and I know that, JB. I know. Yeah. I got into a small scuffle with one of my coworkers. They're like huge fans of the Oxford comma, as am I, but they didn't, or someone didn't use it correctly, and I decided to play devil's advocate, and they were not very happy with me. So, fun fact about 41% of the English words are foreign, like not really English. Exactly. But that's one of the cool things about language, is that it continually grows. And a lot of languages just kind of like take words from other languages and use them. For instance, beef in Japanese is bifu. Whiskey in Japanese is wisuki. It's just whiskey. Just say it slightly different. Wisuki. I know that's true because I said that in Japan to a Japanese man, and he immediately understood what I meant and showed me a list of whiskeys. Just saying. Not just language, culture in general. True. Ever evolving. Always growing. Always growing. I love watching videos in the French language. So... Are you making a little Dicky joke? Because it sounds like a little Dicky joke. Little Dicky. Anyway. Oh man, you did make me laugh, Yasir. If anyone can make me laugh, it's usually Yasir. It's usually Yasir. My goodness, y'all. I think I'm gonna. Well, same thing. I think I'm gonna bounce off on this one. 2 hours is a really good amount of time for this. This level of stream. We did a lot in these 2 hours. We walked through a lot of the games that have been announced. By the way, a lot of games were announced. Cat Paw, you should go look at all the cool trailers for PlayStation games that were announced. Just saying. We walked through the area, the space, got to show you all the cool area down here, and all the stuff, and all the plans that we have. Oh, I forgot to mention, on the ceiling I have some panels. Some like sound dampening panels that I intend to put up on the ceiling to help with the acoustics. You know what I'm saying? He told you some things. Good. As he should. But I think for now, we're going to call it an evening, and I'm gonna head out. And I hope y'all have a great. You're not sharing your poutine. Your poutine. That's fair. Come on, Yasir, you got it. Put 2 and 2 together. You got it, Yasir. We've got Cat Paw. And then Sir Cat Paw would be... Bingo. Bingo. As I've said, though, I'm going to bounce off. I appreciate y'all hanging out, being cool, being great. I will see you on Monday for Disney's The Haunted Mansion on GameCube for more spooky season. But everyone needs to pay attention to this. If you have not yet, if you are in the Discord, but you have not yet voted, please go to the announcements and vote on one of the 2 options for my second emote. The options currently are Game for Babies and Practice Run. Whichever one wins whichever one has more votes by the end of the week, I will end up choosing. So, who is Gwen? I do know Gwen in real life. Yes, I do know Gwen in real life. Gwen is cool. But, so that's number 1. Go vote. Number 2, tomorrow, go download Casual Friday. Episode 29. Coming out. It's going to be great. And next week is more stream. Is that it? Yes. And at some point, not this week, but at some point, probably next week, well, just keep an eye out. We're gonna do a community night where we watch a terrible movie on in Discord and laugh at it together, because I like to do that. Not happening yet. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. What day is that happening? Probably a Friday, but not anytime soon. Probably a Friday, but not anytime soon. So we're on the same page. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I need to go say hi to Rach. I haven't seen her all day. So yeah. Bye.